Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. I'm of course George. Welcome along to the channel everybody. And it's a match review. Leeds United have won 2-0 at home at Elland Road against QPR. Bottom side now QPR. They slipped to the bottom of the table with defeat. I don't know if as recording, I don't know if Cifuentes has got the boot yet or not. Let me know in the comments if you have a QPR persuasion if you would like to see that happen. No wins in 11 games now, only one win out of 15 so far this season. Not a good record, but that's for them to sort out. We're Leeds United and we got the points on the board. Into second as it stands, Sheffield United have the Steel City derby tomorrow. So let's see if if we're still in second position come the end of that game tomorrow. Let's wait and see. But we're reviewing the 2-0 win over QPR in this video here. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to, and let's get into it then. So, obviously we got the news in the morning, this morning, that Mr. Junior Firpo had been a bit naughty, hadn't he, at the end of the Millwall game. Got into a little bit of a handbag moment with Millwall's Danny McNamara, the defender, went into him at the end of, it was stoppage time at the end of that game. Dan James has just shanked a ball over the top, and it's stoppage time. They've won the match, unfortunately, from our point of view. Don't need to get involved with anything. I think he's come over to say something to Junior, hasn't he? And Junior's just gone like that, motioned his head towards his. The lad's gone down like a sack of spuds and gone into the referee to complain about it after the game. Hence, the FA have investigated it and have given Junior a 3-match ban, which started today for the QPR games. So he was suspended. Mr. Daniel Farke had spoken about it in his post-match, saying that he first of all condemned Junior's behaviour, said he will have a stern word with him. Obviously, Firpo goes to the Dominican Republic to play for his national side now, but he'll be missing for the trip to Wales to face Swansea City when we come back, and then of course the home game with Luton Town in the midweek, isn't it? So he's going to be missing for a further 2 games. It's a chance for, well, I thought maybe it's a chance potentially for Mr. Isaac Schmidt to have a go. It wasn't. Farke did opt for Sam Byram at left back. For me, very disappointing. I think Byron's very solid, right or left back, can play either way, obviously. But he's not really attacking, is he? We're playing against a team who no win in 10, on the verge of disaster really, and really bad form. We're expected to have a lot of ball, which we did in the end. I don't know the possession stats, but we seem to have a lot of the ball. We're going to be attacking them a lot, and I don't understand why Byram got the nod. Really, I think if you wanted to test Schmidt at this level, that would have been a perfect opportunity for that to happen. Home game against second bottom of the table, now bottom obviously. That would have been an ideal opportunity for me. Obviously, Farke didn't see fit to do that. He did get cameo at the end, which we'll speak about briefly. But yeah, obviously Farke wasn't happy as well with Millwall's McNamara in the part that he played. I think he was basically, saying it wasn't very professional. It was a little bit, wasn't professional and sportsmanlike to be doing that. You could argue that neither was Firpo, kind of motioning his head towards his. Obviously, it's not allowed. And yeah, I have no qualms. I understand why he's got a 3-match ban. You can't be doing that sort of thing in today's game. So off he goes for 3 games, well 2 now. But there you go. And he's only just come back, hasn't he, from a 1-game suspension. So there you go. He was suspended. 3 changes, obviously, to the starting lineup. Like I said, Byram came in for him on the left-hand side. The other 2 changes were Manos Solomon, who came in on the wing for Dan James, and then Mateo Joseph started up top instead of the old Piroe. Let me know your thoughts on the comments saying those changes. I think Manos Solomon really has to step up his contribution to Leeds United this season. I know he's probably not ultimately properly fit, but come on, I think we need to see a little bit more from from him than what we have done so far this season. I think Mateo Joseph as well was very poor in this game, didn't really do anything at all. But the game starts, obviously, and we're, as predicted, we're comfortable, we're dominating the ball. In the 18th or 19th minute, wasn't it, we opened the scoring through Jaden Bogle, who I thought Jaden had a really good game actually today. Up and down the wing, a lot of interchanging with Willie Nonto. Got in behind them quite often. Just the final ball, I think, was lacking, but it always seems to be with him, doesn't it? And with all of them, to be fair, a lot of the time. Just just that final bit, he just couldn't get right more often than not. But he got it right with the finish for the first goal. Obviously, it's a bit of a mess, this goal, and Mano Solomon initially thinking, "What the heck are you doing, man?" But he kind of kept the move alive, didn't he, for Willie to do what he did on the ball. It make breaks to Joseph on the 6 yard box. They get a good block in, but it goes straight to Bogle, who manages to sort his feet out and poke it on, in the goal off the aid of the bar, bounces off the bar and up and into the roof of the goal for 1-0. Brendan Aronson had already hit the bar, hadn't he, from long range before that. I thought he, incidentally, was pretty quiet today as well. But there you go. So we're going 1-0 half time, creating a little few chances, but again, not being clinical enough. And we're going 1-0 up. And I think a lot of fans, probably me included, a little bit guilty of this, thinking, we're not like two, maybe even 3 goals up against this sort of opposition. It's not the best, is it? But it wasn't the best. We were slow, bit lethargic, obviously controlling the ball, but quite happy to just pick the moments where I think as fans we want to see explosive football and fast attacks and goals galore, but sometimes it just doesn't work like that. And I think Leeds have, obviously, the players playing in the game have a little bit more control over, obviously they have full control over what happens, but they have a little bit more kind of, this is the way we manage the game. They're playing the game. They know about their energy levels, this, that, and the other, and reserving energy. It's a long, long season. You know what I mean? That you can't be playing at full tilt all the 90 minutes of every single game, can you? So you've got to pick and choose it. Maybe I think they felt comfortable enough to pass the ball around a lot and not perhaps go for QPR's throats as some teams would, and personally I would have liked to have seen that, but I think many fans would have as well. And it's not really the way Fark kind of runs his teams, is it? He likes to be a little bit more reserved maybe, and even when we've got the lead, just step the foot off the gas a little bit and reserve their energy for the upcoming matches. And potentially that's what they did. I think QPR didn't really offer any much of a threat, but again, like we've seen many times with opposition players and teams coming to Elland Road, it's a set pieces. You've got to watch out for them, and there is that everlasting danger that the other opposition will score a goal from out of nothing, out of a corner kick or a free kick or something like that. So you always got to mind against them. But I think Leeds defended pretty well against what they came up against today, really. And other than that, QPR didn't really have a great deal, did they? And then I think we're a bit wasteful. I think passing, excuse me, was a little bit wayward. Obviously, Schmidt comes on in the end, a couple of minutes before the end. Has a little bit of a part to play in Piroe's goal. I think he passes it to him, doesn't he? Piroe kind of shuffles through a couple of challenges on the edge of the box, and he's in one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Finishes it off nicely. We know he does. That's what he does. I know there's a bit of a debate going on now about who should start. I personally think we need a new striker in January. And I'm quite happy for Piroe to play off the bench, really. I think he's explosive. I think he makes a difference off the bench, probably more than he does starting the game. But I think we just need a better starter, really, than Joseph. I think Joseph is great, but I think the quality, it just doesn't, it's not quite there. If you've got to be honest with yourself, he has spells and he has patches of really good play. Scores your goal here and there, of course, but I think it's not that consistent. And I think he gives a lot of energy, but I don't think he really gives a lot of quality. And that might sound a little bit harsh, but that's the way I'm feeling about him at the moment. I think he works hard for the team. You can see the press is high from him. He's trying his best, but I think the quality is just slightly lacking a little bit, if I'm being brutally honest with you there. I do think January we do need to step up our attacking options even further and go for a striker. I would like to see that, potentially number 10 as well, but I think Brendan's doing an alright enough job with the players around him to see us maybe through to the end of the season. I don't know. Let's wait and see. But I think for me, I would have liked to see Leeds go for it a little bit more. But we know that's not how Daniel likes to play really a lot of the time. It was just good to see them finish them off eventually. I know it was 95th minute, but we got there in the end, finished them off, got the second goal, and that was the game safe. Up until that point, you are a little bit nervy that, like I said, a set piece will go their way and whatever, because they didn't deserve anything from the game, did they? But that's the way football lands sometimes. Fortunately for us today, we got the 3 points and sewed it up pretty comfortably in the end. And we move on to international duty now. Then we're back in action in Wales in a couple of weeks' time. I will be doing a little bit of an introducing video. If long serving watchers of the channel, if people have watched the channel for quite some years now, you will remember that I used to do, or I don't think I've done one because I don't think we've had many. I think I probably didn't do Archie Gray, but I used to do introducing videos to the young players, any youth academy players that made the debuts. I would do a little introducing video on them, and I've got a couple to do, haven't I? Because Chambers and Mr. Charlie Crew both made their debuts in last weekend's win over Plymouth. So I've got a couple of introducing videos to look at with Sam Chambers and Charlie Crew. So look out for them in the international break. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be doing any videos at all. But as it is, look out for them. Give me your thoughts in the comments on today's win. It's another 3 points, up to second for the moment. Back to winning ways. Thanks very much for watching. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.